this is Jordan Philbeck.
And Mandy Tomasi.
And we couldn't be more excited for you to join us for the Girls Off the Grid podcast show.
We realized there's a lot of women out there, just like we were, just existing. So we discovered how to laugh through the tough seasons of life and begin to live life on our terms.
And that is what living off the grid is all about.
Our podcast was built so you can have a girlfriend by your side as you navigate through this crazy thing called life. It's real talk, it's girl talk.
Absolutely. Let's talk life, love, and all the things that make us human. Let's do life off the grid. Hey, this is Jordan Philbeck.
And Mandy Tomasi, and welcome to Girls Off the Grid. We are so excited you all have joined us again today. We've got something exciting to talk about.
We're super excited about this topic because it's something that truly does affect everybody. And I think, honestly, it's something you can take control of and make your life even better. So today's topic is being bitter or being better. I instantly, when we were talking about this topic, I got to thinking about lots of life experiences that both of us have had. Mm-hmm. And you have this choice you have to make. And what's crazy is if you don't make a choice to be better from certain situations, you live bitter and all your decisions are then skewed and you look at life negatively versus trying to find the positive in things. So today we wanted to start with a quote, and then we want to share a way that we've overcome the opportunity to be bitter or be better.
So our quote today is, you either get bitter or you get better. It's that simple. You either take what has been dealt to you and allow it to make you a better person, or you allow it to tear you down. The choice does not belong to fate. The choice belongs to you.
Oh, that's so powerful.
It is, because it really is a conscious decision every single time. I mean, how many times, we could go through in a day, 10 to 20 things that just have not gone our way. And it's like, it really is a choice. It's either going to be, I'm going to spin this to be a positive, or I'm going to let it affect, just like you mentioned, let it affect every single facet of my life and my day.
Right.
All my choices.
I mean, it could be a text message.
Oh, easily.
That goes south for you early in the morning.
Oh my gosh. You know what I do for that?
What?
So I have a trick. So my one of my things is a no response is always a good response. It's always my response. So if it's something that doesn't bring me joy, or I know I can't take care of it in 2 minutes or less, or if it's something that's going to kind of derail my day, I don't respond. I just don't respond.
So you let time take over?
I do.
One of the things that you've always told me is to let it have 24 hours. I remember a couple of years ago, there was something that had happened and I was so frustrated about it. And I felt I needed to give a response quickly. And she said to me, just give it 24 hours. And in 24 hours, then that's time for you to respond.
Yes.
Because it's so true. We want to react in life. And when you react, a lot of times it's bitterness, it's anger. It's not necessarily how you've thought through a process or an action or something that might have happened to you. And it's crazy because that's things that do happen to us typically that we'll become bitter about. But if you learn to manage your emotions through that, one of the things that I feel, one of the most recent things that I've been through as far as being bitter or being better, a few years ago, my oldest son was diagnosed with dyslexia. And it's not that I felt, I was angry. I was angry, but not at him. It was the emotion of, I don't want that for him. I don't want him to struggle. And the thing is if he were listening right now, it's been the biggest blessing. Honestly, he's taught me so much through it, and he is growing and affecting others and able to bless others by his journey. So in that situation, I went from being a little bit bitter, angry about it. How am I going to fight this? How am I going to keep him, how am I going to present it to him? When you get that news as a mom, you want to, I'm sure you felt this way. You get the news of something about your child and for me, it was an emotional response. I was like, this can't be true. I don't want my baby to struggle. Let me take that pain away from him. And then instantly I got a little bitter. Like, what is the school doing for my son? What is the tutor going to do differently to meet his needs? What are we going to do at home? How can I take that on and successfully help him? It was like, this is another thing on my plate. And I felt like a failure because I really didn't understand what he was going through. Right. And then on the other side of that was the emotion of, and in those days after finding out and deciding, okay, I need a meeting with the school. I need to find the right tutor. I need to change things at home. I need to have better routines. which I'd love to share sometime. But for me, it was like, okay, you've presented this to us, and now it's not gonna change. We're not gonna get through this and overcome it. We're gonna walk through it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna find a solution or a medicine, or, it's not gonna just disappear. This is where we're at in life. And so I chose that opportunity to present it to him in the way that after I relaxed about it took me about a week to tell him, because it was just, I would have gone at it emotionally versus, hey, we've learned something amazing about you, and you learn differently than I do. And this is one of the coolest things, because some of the smartest people in the world have this gift, so
superpower.
So I had to make that decision
I think your approach to the situation, whether it be difficult or easy, how you approach that genuinely is how they're going to not only respond, but how they're going to move forward from it. And when you took that time for yourself to really kind of like, okay, you let the adrenaline relax, you were actually able to process and realize you've put a positive spin on it, and you're like, okay, actually, this is a great thing. It adds another layer of incredible value to our family.
Right. Guess what happened? And we have to step up.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
And then it made us realize what is normal. So I think my biggest piece of advice in dealing with that specific situation, or anything that might come along the path for you, is to take a moment, like Mandy's always taught me, and take a moment to process it. And then instead of reacting to the situation, find the good and why that might be happening and what it is that you're called to do.
Amen.
Instead of
good.
Being super bitter, it was like, okay, we're going to grow from this. I'm going to become better.
Yes.
It makes you realize, like, maybe where you're not, when you're not focused on something, it's not an issue, or you don't think much about it. And so now education for me it's a big topic. It's like, how are we going to prepare for the future? I don't want to be normal, just like you're not normal, and that's a great gift.
My goodness, I love that. What I love so much, to be around a large group of girls or a large group of people, and someone else has a different superpower or a different gift. Like someone could be great at music, someone's great with art, someone's great with children, someone has incredible patience, someone they are able to, color masterfully. Like, there's just so many gifts that people were given, and it's when we dial it back just a little bit, open our ears and really listen to what makes each person unique. We all have different strengths.
Absolutely.
And when we all come together with those different strengths, we balance one another.
Place.
Oh gosh, yes. That's why I just love it. That's why I'm just love for this group. I love our friendship. I love creating and embracing even more friendships in the future. It just grows and grows and grows with love.
Absolutely. And I think one of the greatest things in that situation was having you by my side to actually take that moment and to see that she saw positives in that I didn't see at first. So having that friendship and having somebody a community and a tribe and people that just love you around you to help you through that. And a lot of times we feel maybe that we're alone, but it's crazy what happens when you're struggling and you share that people come to that rescue, come to that table.
Human nature.
No, you're not alone to fight that.
Yes.
There's many moms that have been through that. And so it quickly became, let's not be better. Let's do better. Let's be better.
I agree. So I love that. I love it so much. I was so excited in ways that, and I loved when you were processing the information about your son. And in my mind, I was just like racing with, there were so many things we can talk about at the table now. Like,
true.
We can all grow. Now I get to learn more. I get to embrace more and to educate better. And there's so many gifts and love through all things that people see, but that's abnormal or different. And I think just to see
it's a different shoe. It's a different walk now that he's going to have, and now we're going to appreciate the differences, which is so crazy. Okay.
Oh, I love it.
I do too.
Thank you guys so much for joining in on this one with the bitter or better. And it really is a conscious decision. It's a conscious decision to be better and to take those differences, or to take that negative thought that enters your mind, put it on the table for just a minute, maybe grab your cup of coffee, maybe call your bestie, just let it process for a second, and then pick back up later when you feel.
So we want to challenge you to find something maybe in your life today that you are, for me, I compartmentalize a lot, and sometimes that compartmentalizing can fester if you don't, face whatever is difficult for you in life or what might be causing you to be bitter. So we challenge you to think about maybe what something is that you're struggling with, and face it head on. You know, maybe it's a friendship issue, and just call them. You know, face the problem.
That's
Face the problem. Find the good in somebody.
Yeah, and
you
let
know?
us know. You guys
Yeah.
share with us in our Facebook group, Girls Off the Grid. Come meet us there. We'll be talking about it live. And we'd like to hear what your struggles have been this week. And maybe we can talk through it with you guys. Grab your cup of coffee and let's
And join us.
Join us.
Okay, we'll see you later. Thanks
Bye,
for
guys.
joining. Bye, guys.